Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Wrath of the Righteous, with me, Break It Dawn. We're starting on a load screen because as soon as we load in, we're gonna have some dialogue.
Commander, I'm glad to see you've made it this far.
From beneath the cultist's mask comes a familiar voice. It belongs to Rovus.
Even though we're trapped in the enemy's palace, this secluded room looks like a good place to catch our breath. If you or your companions need rest, this is the best place for it.
How did you manage to disguise yourself as a cultist? I can't see your horns or your tail.
Secrets of the subtle art of disguise. I've worn thousands of guises in my life, and I can't always be a tiefling.
A muffled chuckle comes from beneath the mask. Where are we?
We find ourselves in Razmir's palace. Whether we're in Razmir or another of his palaces, I'm unsure.
You know what lies ahead.
Grand halls full of fanatics. I can't say how dangerous these cultists are, but there are plenty of them out there, so be careful.
Why did you follow me?
Some cultists try to abduct the Crusade commander, and then he disappears into a collapsing portal. I had to follow you.
You know how to get out of here.
To my shame, no. I've not managed to figure it out. But there's always a way out if you look hard enough.
You think the citizens of Canabris are in danger?
Razmir's lackeys wanted to make your abduction look like part of the show. It's clear they don't want everyone knowing you're missing. Most likely the townspeople are still celebrating, oblivious to what has transpired.
I want to change the composition of my party.
Certainly.
I was just joking.
I'll take care of it.
We're already rested up. I was expecting demons, but it seems we were attacked by people instead. I have a theory that the cultists of Razmir are smarter than Baphomet's minions, but I do not yet have proof. Of course there was an attack during the festival, just as I predicted. This Razmir's collected so much treasure because he wants to be loved, but no one truly loves him. They only love his riches. It's a pity that we're not here under contract. The price on the living god's head is substantial. Lavish? Yes. Tasteless? Also yes. The table's laden with food and wine.
Commander, I'm glad to see you've made it this far. Even though we're trapped in the enemy's palace, this secluded room looks like a good place to catch our breath. If you or your companions need rest, this is the best place for it. Certainly.
Alright, just so we can see their dialogue.
I'm gone.
It is despicable to attack during a holiday. Razmir is no better than the demons. That's gold on the walls. I checked. So much self-indulgence. This place reminds me of a demon's palace. Same dialogue as Trevor. Ah, good old cultists. It's nice to have a break from demons.
Commander, even though we're trapped, certain.
Alright, well, let's buff up before we set out.
We should move.
Magritium Turinos, Unimosi Travisi, Amranda Grati, Ona Adayanam, Unimosi Travisi, Unimosi Travisi, Unimosi Travisi, Ona Adayanam, Ona Adayanam, Ona Adayanam.
Together, we stand.
Inimosi tradisi, magritium turinos, ona adayanam. Inimosi tradisi, ona adayanam. Magritium turinos, inimosi tradisi, amranda gratio. Inimosi tradisi.
I will lend you my aid. Sentes. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana. Aborane Sentes. Aborane Sentes. Aborane Sentes. Aborane Sentes. Inimosi Travisi. Amranda Gratio. Ona Adayanam. Ona Adayanam. Ona Adayanam. Ona Adayanam. Ona Adayanam. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Stagioni Savitur. Stagioni Savitur. Stagioni Savitur. Stagioni Savitur. Stagioni Savitur. Ona Adayanam. 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 Inimosi Travisi. Ona Adayanam. Listano Danyam. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Amronda Gratio.
Let me come here. Where else would I be?
Inimosi tradisi. 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 Inimosi ona adayanam. 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 Ona adayanam.
Wolash. Now. Ea. Ora. 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 Now. Ea. Ora.
Alright, let's rock and roll. What's up, fellas?
Cover me, all right?
Well,
I will resist.
Go.
just in case. She was swinging her fist for some reason.
We do it my way.
Oh gosh, frame rate. What happened there?
Something over there.
Sound the alarm. Blasphemers have invaded the temple. Sound the alarm. The enemies of the faith are here. Save yourselves.
I found
I'm rather proud of this one.
something.
The figure's detailed robe and decorated mask indicate that this is a depiction of Razmir himself.
Follow if you dare.
A bucket of gold paint. On the side of the bucket is written, "As Razmir marked my life with gold, so will I mark Canabras with his color." Underneath in different handwriting. Idiot. Bring the paint back to the warehouse. Wand of Cure Hangover.
I'm off.
This is my kind of work.
Hello.
Well, well, look who finally decided to show up. Neophytes, I take it. I suppose the splendor of this palace has left you completely stunned, huh? You can stare at it some more later. Come and eat before the food runs out. While you're busy gawping, your brothers and sisters are clearing the table.
Who are you?
Oh, may the living God save me from neophytes. You must learn to distinguish who is who by the details on their masks and robes. Otherwise, you'll quickly become confused. I'm Valestri, your superior. Now, are there any more questions? Or are we going to eat?
The cultist sighs. But what's the occasion?
Today is a special day. Reverend Knubbo himself has come to us with a sermon. The great Razmir granted him infinite wisdom and the gift of healing. While we are enjoying bodily food here, there is a spiritual feast in the opposite hall. When you've had enough of one, you can go taste the other. Isn't it wonderful?
You don't mind my appearance?
Mind it? I love it! The makeup, the illusions. You are an example to all neophytes.
He looks at you critically and nods with satisfaction.
But of course, walking around the palace without a mask and robe is improper. As soon as you finish your meal, go change your clothes.
Thanks, but I'm not hungry.
Wait just a minute. How can you say such a thing? Your brothers and sisters in faith prepare a meal and invite you to the table, and you refuse? Do you mean to disrespect us? Maybe you mean to disrespect our faith, too? And Razmir himself? Don't ever do that again. You were told to sit down and eat, so sit down and eat!
There's been a massacre in the palace. A dangerous criminal broke out of the dungeons. Is now on a rampage.
Are you joking? If there was a massacre here, we would have heard something, wouldn't we? Not funny.
He frowns. The cultist speaks evenly. He's an excellent actor. But at your words, his henchmen begin to shift nervously in their chairs, looking at each other and biting their lips. The cultists here definitely know about the fighting in the palace. I'll kill you all. Attack.
Figured it out, have you?
Of course.
To arms, faithful servants of Razmir. The enemy is here. May the might of our faith crush the wicked.
The enemy will fall before the faces of the living god. Activate the mask golem.
Do not fear.
Oh,
Do
buddy,
not
you're about to get
fear.
messed up.
Why not both? Distract them for me!
Desna, guide my hand! Make your peace.
Time to share your treasures!
Don't hold back! I do what I must.
Cover me, all right?
A cultist key. An elegant key engraved with the symbol of a mask.
I'm gone.
The club with nails used to be a unique weapon. I guess until this expansion. That'll take us to the main chamber. Let's go this way first.
We do it my way. Follow if you dare.
Wealth is never one-sided. Someone who is rich in virtue will never be poor in money and health. You will see firsthand the beneficial effects of Razmir's wisdom. There you are, my child. I see you're unwell. Have a limp, Reverend. I've tried every spell, and nothing helps. Razmir's generosity knows no bounds. Verily I say to you, if you believe, you will be healed. O Razmir, I feel your grace descending upon me. A miracle, brothers and sisters. A miracle. I'm healed. See? Razmir blesses the faithful with his gifts and ignores the miserly, or miserly. Be generous in your donations, for your generosity will be returned to you 100-fold.
I'm off.
This is where you fought Razmir's minions when you made your way to the throne room. The bodies have already been removed, but they've not had time to wipe away the blood.
You moron, who limps like that? If you keep slacking, I'll break your legs for real. Maybe then you'll finally look convincing. We're done here, go rehearse. We have 2 more miraculous healings today.
Reverend looks away from his assistant and turns toward you.
Well, 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 who do we have here? A new acolyte, it seems. You certainly look promising.
He examines you meticulously.
Are you dressed up for some special mission? It's a good costume, don't get me wrong, but you're supposed to worship in a robe and mask. All right, you're just beginning your journey. What do you want? Guidance, healing, or maybe a blessing? Oh, I know. You probably want to make a generous donation in the name of the great Razmir, a noble impulse of the soul, truly holy.
Who are you?
Who doesn't know me? I am Reverend Nubbo, a humble servant of the great Razmir. Everyone wants to hear my sermons, and when they do, they are forever changed. How many times have I been told, "Oh, Reverend Nubbo, your sermon has turned my life around"? You want to change your life, don't you? You want a beautiful mask and a high-ranking robe? Then miss no sermons and spare no gold for donations. And bring your friends. The more you bring, the faster you'll rise through the ranks.
What were you preaching here?
A service for the chosen. I don't know who usually conducts weekly sermons here, but this week I, a priest of the 25th step, was invited. I once preached for 3 days in a row. Everyone was crying so much that we were knee-deep in tears. Each of my sermons is an unmissable event. By the way, as a token to remember this event, you will soon be able to buy a unique blessed amulet from me.
What is your sermon about?
Today, I am talking about the 2 types of gold. The gold of faith, which is kept in the soul, and the gold of earth, which lies in the purse. One cannot exist without the other. Razmir grants wealth to those who are faithful, and punishes the faithless with poverty. To get rich, both spiritually and financially, you need to follow 7 simple rules. As for what they are, I will tell you in a separate sermon, for a separate donation.
Didn't you hear the sounds of fighting?
Fighting? Within the walls of this sacred monastery, the only battle being waged is a spiritual one. Against one's unbelief, laziness, and negative thinking. First, I preached a sermon. Then we sang a hymn on the steps to prosperity. No outside noise would dare enter this hall and disturb our pious concentration.
What's that mirror next to you?
If you were meant to know that, you'd already know, wouldn't you?
What if Razmir wanted me to learn it from you?
You have a way with words. Fine, it's not a big secret anyway. These mirrors were created by the great Razmir to make it easier for his faithful servants to move between his numerous palaces. A portal is hidden in each of these mirrors. But which mirror leads where is a secret few people know.
Sure. Attack. I'm tired of your ranting. Die.
Help! Heathens! Heretics! Help! They're killing us!
They will break against our resolve.
Stab you or zap you. Why not both? Die already.
Oh, that was easy.
I'm all done here.
The intricate patterns that decorate the walls contain subtle references to the principles of the Razmiran faith. I step through the mirror. Is that what I want to do first, or do I want to go down here first? I think we have to do both.
I do what I must.
But by golly, I don't recall.
I am never wrong.
Prayer of a Razmiran cultist. Although the words sprawl unevenly across the page, someone has clearly gone to a lot of effort to write this. So much effort, they tore several holes in the paper with their quill. One by one, step by step, I follow in your footsteps, Master, bound for the wealth and glory you have promised me. When I entered your flock, I left behind poverty and sorrow. I'll never forget the stench of the village hut where I was born, but the memory of it is a reminder never to return. When I joined the faith, I learned the true purpose of mortal life, the accumulation of wealth, a hunger for gold, influence, and glory, and a desire to follow your path to greatness. I am guided by your precepts. Just as you endured 31 trials before you attained godhood, so I will overcome every obstacle that stands in my way. No difficulty will deter me, no adversity will stop me, for only in the service of our Lord will I find a life of plenty and comfort. O Lord, multiply my wealth and bestow the bounty of your favor upon me. Razmir, may you bless your servant with prosperity and peace. The last line is written in beautiful, precise cursive. Copied without errors, but do not put so much pressure on the quill. Satisfactory. Sin Mage's Staff. This +5 quarterstaff further expands its wielder's mastery of spellcraft. For all spells they cast, the cast level is increased by 3, and the save DC is increased by 1. The wielder also gains a +6 bonus to intelligence, and I think that's untyped, which is pretty good.
I'm gone.
Yeah, do I go down here and then go through the portal? I don't recall. Well, either way, I think I'm going to call it here. I actually lost track of the time, but we'll confront these cultists next time and try to remember to get through that portal. So for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.